Hello everybody, I'm David here. Welcome back to the David3000 Network. We are currently filming this on Memorial Day, the 29th of May 2023, here at 8:19 p.m. Eastern Time. Haven't done an update video in a while because I normally don't do these anymore, but if it's for something really important to the channel, to the network, I'll be able to do it. And Jason is here to help me out today. Welcome, Jason.
Thank you very much, David, and it's a pleasure and a happy Memorial Day to you.
Yes,
Great.
I had a so far pretty decent Memorial Day today. It's even though the weather was super cool for me, but still it was great to spend time with my relatives for the past 2 days. With the birthday party and the Memorial Day party, so it's been a blast.
Oh, well, you
Um,
enjoyed yourself. There you go.
yep, that's what everybody should do. So it's now time to go over the summer plans for this network because we have made some tweaks here and there, as you may notice. Um, if you saw a few days ago, we debuted Snowman in the Morning, which currently has 14 views, and we also did uh, play-by-play, which has the reviews that we did this past Sunday. That Snowman will be contributing to these Sunday nights. It was the Phillies Braves, um, and I believe,
Well, the Braves won 11-4. They basically wiped the floor with the Philly cheesesteaks. Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, it was. Brian said he couldn't believe the amount of hitting power that the Braves had last night. They were
that,
just
yep,
scored 7 runs in the first inning, so that literally tells you these guys are
yeah,
really dominating the division. So
or even the league because that lineup
yeah,
was so.
these guys are mentally, physically ready to play against whoever is going to show up. And even if they lose games, they're not like they're getting blown out. They'll maybe
Yeah.
lose like 6-3, 6-4, 5-3. It's no, they're making a ball game out of every game, win or lose. Yep.
Yes, and then this upcoming Sunday night will be the Yankees Dodgers at
Dodgers. Yeah.
7:10. So that is going to be interesting to see because they haven't played each other since 2019, and with the new um balanced schedule, we'll be seeing more interleague play all the time, which I'd love to see there. But so yeah, we debuted the Snowman in the Morning. No, Snowman is now going to be part of our network, which is great to see. And we added some few things here and there. So I'm gonna have Jason take over the floor here for us.
Okay. Well, as you know, this is going to be a video that's based on the Summer Network schedule for the David3000 channel. All of these new shows and the new channels lineup start June 5th, next Monday. So it gives everybody a chance as we launch it. We're going to post it. I don't know where you want to post it, the actual schedule for everybody to see, but we'll post it in the Facebook groups, wherever our fans are, and we'll definitely put it up on the YouTube page if we can fit it up. I don't know how we would do that, but so
Only time will tell. I'll probably make like promo videos like on a weekly basis just to tell everyone what is coming up that week.
yeah, and then of course Brian Snow and those guys are definitely going to promote the David3000 network, and they know that we guys are coming in to help them with their channel. They're going to help us with ours. So in the end, we should be over 1,000 subscribers by next week because we're only 16 away. We're at 984 subscribers. Thank you very much for those who have come in and subscribed to the channel. I knew when we actually took over this kind of a format 5 months ago, which is now going to be 6 months, it was a little slow getting launched, but at the same time, I'm so grateful that everybody is finally jumping on the bandwagon because we realize that this is the way to help everybody grow their channels, not just the David3000 network. And it's great because then you can focus on your channel, your content, and then share that content with everybody else, especially your first back episodes, like from season 1, when we've never even really saw, but what you have now, we've never seen the back episodes. We've never seen the older episodes. We'd like to see where it all started from. So this again is how we're going to do this. And It's basically, like I said before, back in January, around when we launched it around Christmas time. We're just looking for people who want to grow their channel as well as grow the David3000 network to become the major network on YouTube. Okay? So, with that,
And also, sorry to interrupt, but
okay.
not only with backup episodes, but just to broadcast it in general. It doesn't have to be backup episodes. It can
No,
just be
it
switching
can
in
be
and
it
out.
can be new content, but we would love to have, if you have archive episodes that go far back, we can put them in repeats, especially during the summertime where a lot of people would want to repeat their stuff because they want to target. We want to target. If you want to target a different audience, bring it over to the 3000 network, and we'll target that audience for you. That way, your subscribers can come over and watch other programs. We want to be a total variety channel, not just game shows and not just sports. We want to have variety. We want to have news. We want to have commentaries. Anything that I would think would bring in an audience, and with our short attention spans, as short as they are, you could jump from different things and really make this be your channel. Okay, we're working
Yes.
basically for peanuts and a grape. And even when we get monetized, it'll still be a peanut and a grape, but we are taking time out of our busy schedule to give you great variety programming on a network that, when I came to this network 6 months ago, I think you were sitting at 954 subscribers. I think.
Yep.
I don't know.
Um,
Give me if you got a statistic that said, because I know you were over 900, but you were
yeah.
not even like at 950. You were a little over.
Yeah.
Now you're close to 1,000 because we gained 50 subscribers. You gained my subscribe. I subscribed to your channel. All my 3 channels subscribed to your channel, so that update. Brian Snow did the same thing, and then we all swapped. This is the way we'll sub for sub, because YouTube doesn't like the way it was done before. If you want to grow your channels organically, this is the way to do it without getting in trouble. So, do you want me to go ahead and give you the lineup, or what, David?
Yes.
How do you want me to pronounce?
I'll share screen it right here.
Okay, very good. So I'm going to read it off of my big screen, but David, you can point to it with the arrow that you have on your screen.
Is it the arrow?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Does everybody else see it? Okay.
Yeah.
So from Monday and Tuesday, there will be a news program that I will be doing live from 6 to 8 every Monday and Tuesday morning. It's called the DMS 3000 News Live, 2 hours with Jason DiCanio. That's basically...
Tell us why you want to do that.
Okay, I feel that a program of that sort to kick off the morning lineup gets everybody starting their morning off right with a little news, a little commentary, the headlines for the week. It's not really going to be a politically biased show. We're not really talking, but we are giving you the headlines. We're talking about what's going on in the world the next 2 days. So we're going to cram in those 4 hours a lot of news and give you the outlook of the week. We also have news of the weird that's coming in as well. I'll explain that when we get to that sort of thing. And then I will be then jumping into the Brian Snow Snowman show in the morning on Monday and Tuesdays as well. So I'll be on the air for a total of 4 hours from 6 to 10 every Monday and Tuesday. Because that's my days off from door dashing. I have that time. I could be doing just laundry or just a couple of things here and there, and I don't have to really worry about, So that's my time right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Card Sharks at 10 o'clock on Mondays, which will be in its usual time slot, which is going fantastic for David right now. He's doing fantastic there. And then at 10:30 on Monday, starting June 5th, we have a new game show called The Rapid Fire. We did a test pilot for this show last, when did we do it? Saturday?
Yeah.
We did it Saturday. I must say, that's why pilots have these things where you can kind of be open and make a lot of mistakes, or just kind of, try to explain the game to everybody where it's not really going to confuse people. It went well. It's a great show. I think it can work. but we put it into that Monday morning lineup right after Card Sharks, so you could get a taste of that show, and that's hosted by me. And then at 11, David comes back with Gambit, so
Mm-hmm.
that finishes up the morning slot on Monday. Then on Tuesday, or oh, you want to do the afternoon? Okay, I was going to do all of the morning,
Yeah.
but we'll go down to the afternoon. Then on Monday afternoon, nothing happens in the 12 o'clock slot. So, we have a lot of open slots. So if you have a show that you would like to have on the network in one of our open time slots, please drop me and David a line, and
Or
we,
just
you
or
know,
just message me in general
yeah,
because
and
I'm in
David can
charge. Yeah.
definitely fill you in, put you in. And if you have a 5-day a week show, great. If you only have a once a week show, whatever you have, and you would like to put that show on the David 3000 network, you could be part of this network. Really simple. And
Mm-hmm.
once we get monetized, you will have access to the monetization pay, which we don't know how we're going to divvy it up later on, but when we do, we'll disperse it to whoever's part of the network at that time. 1 p.m. Can you tell us about your MLB show
Yeah.
that you do with the Road to the
Uh,
Series?
MLB Show 23 is a gameplay series that I try to do every year for the MLB Show franchise. It's basically where I do a career mode, which is Road to the Show, and I try to go to the big leagues. So I'll be doing that 1 p.m. throughout the weekdays
Mm-hmm.
and see how well I'll do in that game. And then I
At
would like
1:30,
to,
you have the 2023 Summer Extravaganza.
yes. Now, with this, it's going to be a little bit different this year with the summer extravaganza. So to not only filling that spot, but you might see some repeats with the summer extravaganza as well. It's not just going to be gameplays this year. It's going to be other videos I've done in the past with other, you know, any video I did back then because that's what summer repeats are for. Um, and originally we chased out the ideas of doing repeats, but I thought, you know what, I'll still do it, but I'll have it under the name 2023 Summer Extravaganza because it will confuse people that way. So it's just going to be your normal Summer Extravaganza with the gameplays that I do, but however, there will be some repeats of videos I've done in the past. So that will help me not only do more episodes of that show, but to fill in that 130 slot with variety of stuff. All right,
And
Jason, continue on.
then these shows will be taped and then put up later, so they
Yep,
won't be live like
yep,
like
not live.
the Snowman Show or with Cole Johnson and those guys and my newscast. Those will be recorded,
Yep.
and he'll put them up at that time for the one. He'll have it ready to go in the 1 o'clock and 1:30 time slots. Then
Mm-hmm.
at 2 and 2:30, or from 2 to 3, the Brian Snow Show comes in to your living room 5 days a week. And that time slot, I will be on Monday and Tuesday with Brian, and then the rest of the week we could have backup people come in. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Brian said to me that he would love to have people co-host with him. So if you
Yeah.
want to come out of your show and be a co-host with Brian Snow on his show or the morning show or whatever time, drop us a line. We get you in. This is your chance to shine, folks. Come out of your shell
Mm-hmm.
and be ready to be a podcast host, because all it takes is a microphone, headset, and a sound mixer and a computer, and you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We have nothing at 3 o'clock from 3 to 4, 4 to 4:30, or 5 to 5:30 on Monday. We don't have anything going on until 9:30 Monday night, where Pressure Luck with David St. Dennis comes in. Or who hosts that? Do you
I
host?
I I hosted. It will be
You
coming
host it,
19th of June.
right? Premieres June 19th. And then what we have going on is Brian's Snow fundraising play by play. Monday night, we might scratch that out, because if he can't give us Monday, he said he
Yeah.
can't give us Monday and Thursday, but he can give us Wednesday and Sunday.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
he said he might consider it. but he knows he's committed for Wednesday and Sundays. Basically,
Yeah.
what it is Brian Snow will give you the play-by-play of the baseball games that are happening during the MLB season, whether they are on his channel or
Mhm.
whatever channel, and he's also doing it for a good cause too, fundraising. So please donate to his
Yeah.
channel because it'll be on his channel, and then it'll be replayed later on David3000. At that time, it'll be live on both channels, and then of course on the overnight, it goes into repeats for the West Coast.
Also,
Yep.
it will also be on the City Sports Network as well, that he also is a part of. So continue on.
Very good. Nicely done. And as you can see, we have so much open space in the overnight, folks. If you could scroll
Yeah.
down and let everybody see that we've got all that open space right here. If you guys want overnight programming, make it happen. Somebody can
Yep.
commit to the overnights. Let us know. And if you're on the West Coast and you have that if you have that a 3 hour advantage, then be it. So be it. You can do that. But it's open because we know that that's like always off the air programming, anyways. All right, so let's look at Tuesday real quick. As you know, the same schedule as we had on Monday for the 6 to 10 a.m. slot. But as you know, there's no Card Sharks, but Blockbusters comes in at 10:30 with myself. You'll see the continuation of season 1 going through up until season episode what we had 13, right?
We are currently.
Well, we're currently
Um,
on episode 6. 7 is going to be
yes.
next week. So when
Well,
this schedule's
this tomorrow, episode 7 where.
Okay, episode 7 tomorrow starts. Yep, so you'll see episode 7 in that 10:30 slot. Then we have nothing at 11 or 11:30, noon to 1, and then of course David's show, Brian's show, and then at 5 o'clock, the repeats of the Queen's New Yorker comes in on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Jay's Retro Toys and Games season 1 will be on Wednesdays and Fridays at 5 o'clock. I'm just going to shoot that out. Then, if you want to talk about PSW there, David, that's going to start on June 20th. What is PSW?
PSW. Wait, where is that?
That's on Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock.
That's,
that's pressure? Is that Pressure Luck? No.
Oh, you mean
Look,
PSW.
yeah, 6 o'clock right there. Yeah.
I think. Oh gosh.
We forgot what's going.
I thought that was Plinko Showdown.
No, you have Plinko Showdown in the 7 o'clock slot.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have put it in the 6 o'clock, and then you put it in the 7 o'clock. I can fix that right now.
No, it's all good. Let me. Okay. I'm just trying to.
Now, what you see, folks, is the cursor that I'm with. David can also access the text document as well and fill in things. So what you'll see is like a cursor going.
Yeah,
it's like Pressure Luck. If you want Plinko Showdown at 7, or do you want it at 6?
It's all good what we have here so far. So
okay. And then you have the Popcorn Panel podcast from 8 to 10:30 with Count Victor.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
And that'll be on Tuesday nights.
Mm-hmm.
Regular time.
Yep. Now we go to Wednesdays.
And we go to Wednesdays. And of course, now Jason Kelly, our great announcer, who's been with us or been with me for the past 11 years and now joined the David3000 network to start announcing for Card Sharks and for what else did he is announcing for? Blockbusters. He also announces a little bit for what else does JK do? He's announcing for?
I think that's all right now.
Yeah. But he's going to host a new program live from his place. He might even record it the night before and upload it. It's going to be called The Delightful Dallas Site. It's 2 hours with JK. And what he's going to be doing is he's going to be basically talking about all of the cities in Dallas in that area, just like the Queen's New Yorker, like I had for all those shows. He's going to throw it in 3 days a week and give you some
Hmm.
great historical information. Talk about the neighborhoods, the foods, and all that other great stuff. So you'll get JK 3 days a week from 6 to 8, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yep. And now we go to the afternoons here.
Yep. We don't have anything going on from after 10 o'clock. So there's some open spots for anybody who wants to do a 3 day a week show.
Yep.
We have Super Password with Brandon Martin at 12 p.m.
Yeah.
Then we have Bullseye at 3 with
Hmm.
Eric Lima. And talk about Cole Sports at 4 o'clock there, David.
Well, before I do that, I think the PSW, I think that stands for Pringles Showdown, so I'm just gonna get rid of that.
Okay.
Um,
You're going to leave it at 7. Okay, good idea.
yeah.
And he takes it away. So Plinko Showdown, for all of you who were following that show, will be at 7 o'clock starting June 20th. So it's moved
Yep.
from 6 to 7. Okay.
Now as for Cole Sports, he is Cole Johnson, that is the co-host of Snowman in the Morning. Is basically his own sports podcast that he does. Originally it's 3 p.m., but he did agree that maybe stretching it to 4 p.m. might not be a bad idea. We are still in the process of making this 100% happen, but eventually you might see that here on the network coming starting next week. So only time will tell, but that is the update on that with the schedule. Now go on to Retro Toys and Games there,
Yeah.
Jason.
Retro Toys and Games picks up at 5 o'clock on Wednesdays and Fridays, just like the Queens New Yorker on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then Deal or No Deal comes in at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays. And you've got that. You got that, right, David?
Yes.
You
And that is gonna be airing sometime. Just gonna put it here, possibly starting on June 21st. Um, I just have to get Mr. Paris the video file by then, so hopefully you'll be able to see it there for the first episode. So
Mhm.
that will be seeing there noted here for season 2 coming on June 21st. And coming on July 5th, I'll be starting a new Real Fortress series, America's Game, with host yours truly. Uh, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I got the new controls, so I'll be practicing a little bit on that. And that'll be coming on July 5th. That'll push it to July 5th, so I have more time for it. And by the way, Dan No Deal, as everybody knows, is hosted by me, so but continue on, Jason.
Yep, that's very good. Then you've got from 9 to almost
10.
midnight. Yeah, 9 to 10. You have the 2023 Summer Extravaganza,
Yep. And
and
then,
that a repeat of what you were doing at 1, or is that going to be a new
no,
show?
it's gonna be, it's a different episode there.
Okay.
Um, and then at 10 p.m. is the MLB fundraising play by play with Snowman
Yep.
as well for the West Coast games.
Yep.
Now that's
That's his
Thursday.
Wednesday. He's committed, and then Thursday,
Yeah,
JK
is
comes in
the
at 6 to 8. Brian
now
comes.
this is recorded, by the way. His show is recorded.
Yeah.
Um, but continue on.
Yeah. JK show will not be live like mine.
Hmm.
But he'll be able to. It'll be up there in that time slot and run from 6 to 8 with a premiere with a promotion from David. You'll see it, so it'll
Yeah,
be like an upcoming thing every day. Then
yeah,
we have of course Snowman with Cole from 8 to 10 with backup hitters. Nothing going on from 10 to 12, all the way to David's shows, Brian's shows, and then the Dugout Crew on its regular time, 4 o'clock from 4 to
yep,
5 every Thursday with yours truly, David St. Dennis, myself sometimes filling in.
yep,
I'm gonna be doing what I do with Brian's shows. I'll be probably doing my Mets report from the Brian Snow shows uh, instead of coming on. But I'll probably make a few appearances on the Dugout Crew just to see how well my Mets are actually doing. But
yeah,
considering, and then at 5 o'clock, the Queens New Yorker. And then you've got the 6 o'clock, the 2023 Summer Extravaganza again from
yep,
6 to 7. Now, this MLB fundraising 4 hour play, Brian said, I remember again, he said he doesn't want to do Monday and Thursdays because his wife's
yeah,
schedule. So we may have to 86 that out.
yeah.
but
But we'll
it's
do
there
that
right
off
now.
the air.
Yeah, we'll do that off the air, but that's there right now, but you might not see it when we actually launch the final schedule. Okay?
Yeah.
Then on Friday, one more day of JK for that first week. So that'll be episodes 1, 2, and 3. So he'll have 3 episodes a week.
Yep.
And then we go to TSSU live at 12 noon. Tell us about that, David.
That is a snow. Excuse me. That is a show that Snowman does with one of his friends. That basically is like a variety podcast. That they do Fridays at 12 p.m. or 12:05 p.m. rather, but we just have it there for the name. So that's what they do is basically to let their feelings out whatever they need to talk about or discuss. So that is basically what is it called the sports cines. So on
Mm-hmm.
the sports cines unleashed. So that is what their show is called, and that is co-hosted Brian Snow and Drew Willingham. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yep.
So and then now we have some MVT Productions, who we are gladly appreciative of him being part of the network as well, for allowing me to post his backup episodes, which is 12 p.m. on Fridays for the Turkish file, and then
No, that's Saturday
oh
and
wait,
Sunday.
oh excuse
We
oh
haven't even got
excuse
to
me,
Saturday yet. No, no, no. Don't jump to
oh
we still
excuse
have
me,
still have more on Friday to cover here.
excuse me on that one, but
That's okay.
continue with Friday. I'll get to
Okay,
that.
with Friday, we have your extravaganzas and the MLB show at 1, and then at 2 comes the
Yep,
Brian Stone show. Now, by what I'm talking about when we talk about retro toys and games and the Queens New Yorker, we're talking about now the first season of the retro toys and games. We had 22 episodes. Those will start on Tuesdays and Thursdays during the summertime. So you'll see the very first episodes of Jay's Retro Toys and Games. And then, of course, the Queens New Yorker will pick up where it left off with episode 44 on the first Tuesday, which is going to be June 6th.
yeah,
And then 45 will be on June 8th. Then we scroll down to the 8 o'clock hour, and it's Chillin' 3000 Hangouts with yours truly. Tell
yep.
us all about what you've got planned for the summertime, David.
Um, so 200,000 Hangouts. I did an interview recently last Friday with Chris and Dixie's. Despite some technical difficulties, we got it through. So thanks so much to him for being part of it. Two-time Wheel Fortune contestant. Um, basically, I am aiming for it to be a interview show. Because I found a lot of people on Facebook for me to possibly interview this summer. We actually tell us who do we have planned for future interviews that we're going to tape,
I
Jason.
know I'm going to be part of that interview process because I know I'm coming on at least everybody's interview shows this summertime. So you might see me. You'll definitely see Jason Kelly, possibly, and anyone else who has a YouTube channel out there. Come on the Chillin' 3000 and promote your channel. This is your opportunity during the summertime when you have your downtime. If you are still not, because I'm
Yeah,
going into downtime uh, right after the first, right after the after June
yeah,
4th. All my shows go on summer hiatus and they don't pick up until September again. So I will be helping out with, with the news and stuff, but I will definitely be on the 3000 that Friday night show with David. He'll be interviewing me, promoting the Queens New Yorker, promoting retro toys and games, promoting all of the stuff that I have, as well as what we're talking about here on the 3000 network. So this is your opportunity to get on this show and literally promote you
hmm
and that's what we say when we say you are the
or
you in YouTube.
or just have fun on the channel.
Yeah,
But
whatever the case. But these shows are going to, this is your chance for two
yeah,
hours with David to give, to promote whatever you want to talk about. If you have a channel to promote, if you have a Facebook group to promote, even better. Whatever you want to talk about, this is the time slot. This will be the great show from 8 to 10 every Friday. So if you
yeah,
got 2 hours,
yeah.
boom. And
And
then,
we have some interviews coming up as well.
yeah,
what that me and Jason are gonna film, and we have one, and we filmed one of them, and that is Adam Carey. We'll be seeing him
Yep.
coming soon. And this Friday, I'll be interviewing my friend Derek from Greg and Saul. That'll be happening this Friday night. So that is what's going to be happening.
And keep an
Um,
eye out for a very special interview with Jim Perry's daughter, Erin Perry. We will
yes,
have
that's
her
also.
on to the TBD. It's to be determined, to be announced
Yep.
and to be determined. So whenever we do that, we'll make a big promotion for that when she's ready.
And also, I'll be interviewing Snowman as well, coming June 9th, I think. So June
There
9th will
you
be
go.
as
So
well.
you see, we've really got lineups ready to go for the next couple of weeks. If you want to get yourself in there, and time slots are filling up fast for that
Yep.
particular show. Okay, but you'll
Yep.
have how many episodes you've done of Chillin' 3000? 107, right?
What? Yep, 107.
So 107
Yep.
episodes. And if you'd like to see the repeats, we can put that in on the overnights too. Get those in the time slots if you'd like to see
Uh,
them.
yep. And also coming up there at that night, at 11:30, I'll be having a video up with my from my friend Jeffrey. The Price is Right Fan 2023. So you'll be seeing that around 11:30.
Yep.
Now, talk about this particular show that you've been doing for a long time. That is rebooting once again.
All right. So finally, starting on June 10th, which is the Saturday, the Jason DeCanio will return in a 2-hour format. And what that means is we can't play music. There's not going to be no music. There's going to be commentaries, horoscopes. We'll look at sports. We'll look at everything that happened over the course of the week. We'll give you the headlines and make it a fantastic 2-hour variety show every Saturday and Sunday starting June 10th and 11th. So we'll give you more information on that. And definitely Brian Snow will definitely be promoting that show. It goes on from 6 to 8 Saturday and Sunday mornings, but it will not be live. It'll be recorded and be put up there ready to go on a Friday night, ready to go for you and everybody on Saturday and Sunday morning.
Yeah, and I think we should film these in the afternoons as well, or because so it will have time for me to upload that 2-hour follow.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do it from 5 to 7 when I get
Yeah,
home and have time to
and
do retro toys. Well, I'm not doing anything. I'm on hiatus. I sometimes I get caught up on these things, but I'm also going to be writing new material for the fall as well and getting on that. So even though I'm not going to be producing new content for my YouTube channels, the David3000 network is going to be busy getting all that back content up there. So this is a chance for new stuff to come out and see how it works. We'll see what happens.
and tell us the history behind
The
Jason
Jason
Canyon
Canio
show.
show ran when it originally ran in 2009 to 2015. It did 453 episodes. It played music. It had news of the weird. It had horoscopes. It had the Three Strikes Award with Jason Kelly. It had a lot of things going on. But the problem is after those 453 episodes, they're gone. They're lost. Can never bring them back. They're in our memories, but unfortunately, we cannot resurrect them. So this new format show will start with episode number 1 of a new format, which I'm going to finally take, and hopefully everybody will join me on the bandwagon. I'll tweak the format a little bit and tell you what's coming up on each show and give you a little bit of a rundown. But the overall format will be 2 hours of commentaries and information for you that is going to be beneficial to helping you get through your weekend in one piece.
And you also did another version of the Jason Canyon show a few years back, right?
Yeah, that's what I just explained as before. The original Jason DeCanio show was 453 episodes, ran for 7 seasons.
I thought you did another version though.
I did a new version sometime like in 2020, but I only did 21 episodes because it was all music, just like
And
the
tell us
original.
why. And tell us why you wanted to do that.
After a while, people were not watching, not listening to it because the music I guess I was playing was not appealing to them. Again, we have people in our realm of followers that just have, want to listen to here and there. Then they get bored and they go do something else, and so you got to think to yourself, I'm sitting here for 2 hours in a chair, falling asleep half the time, listening to this great music, and I'm recording it and putting it up on the next day, and nobody's attempted to watch it. It was on basically on Anchor and Spotify. It was never on YouTube because of copyright issues. So it was really on that platform, and I had it on Mixcloud for a long time too. But then Mixcloud was decided to get a little bit antsy with it and cut all the free accounts. One of the things that in my 14 years as a podcaster, folks, is I've never charged anybody a subscription to any of my shows. Never made any money off of anything as far as what I'm doing now with Anchor and Spotify. That's the only money I'm taking in right now. And hopefully, like I said, with the monetization of David's channel, with 16 subscribers left, we'll be making a little bit more money with all the shows that we've done on YouTube. So with all of this happening, folks, we cannot do it without you. And we thank you for your support. But we really do need the help, and everybody so like I say, if you've got a show and you want to be on here and you don't have a YouTube channel, you can use the David3000 network to make your dream happen.
Yep. And to finish off the weekend schedule,
Bonzi Vlogs. Tell us about Bonzi Vlogs.
it's basically if you know Alex Perez, he does a road show called Bonzi Buddies. So I decided to change it up a little bit to the Bonzi Vlogs. I think I did a pilot episode like 2020, but then we got back into it. So doing it again, have a little morning cartoon kind of show, but it's only like for a 5 minute or so, whatever, just depending on what the episode is. You'll get that 10 a.m. on Saturdays. And as I was trying to say earlier, MVT Productions, thank you so much for taking the weekend to
to
be
put
part
some
of the
classics
network.
on there, like the Joker's Wild on Saturday and High Rollers on Sunday at the 12 o'clock spot, Tic Tac Toe on Sunday at the 4 o'clock spot. And then we go down to 8 o'clock on Saturday night with SFM, FAM. Tell us about that, Dave.
Spent for a million is basically a game show where we have some segments here, which I'm not going to explain. You have to wait until the 24th of June. And that's basically what the show is, and spin the wheel, and etc. So that's basically what Spent for a Million is. And then, of
Mhm.
course, tell us about your jazz show.
Yep, at 9:30, the first season of what I've already put on my YouTube channel, the Legends of Smooth Jazz, will take those 13 episodes that I have finished and put them up there on the David3000 network, and they'll still be on my YouTube channel as well. So the 30, I don't know. Let's see. I think I have 28 subscribers right now for. No, 26 subscribers for the Legends of Smooth Jazz. Don't worry, folks. We're not going anywhere. We're just being put on another channel. So that way you can, the new audience can get a little bit of exposure on this. This will be Saturday nights at 9:30. There's
And
13 episodes.
You'll still continue on with new seasons coming.
Oh yeah, it'll pick up with a new season 2 in September. So the 13 shows that you will see once a week will cover it. Go right into August 28th, and that'll be a week before we launch the new fall schedule, which is going to be a big one. And we're going to launch that fall schedule 2 weeks prior to starting it. So you'll see this live show with the fall schedule up in here. You'll see it. I don't know. Why is my arrow not on here? Wait a minute. Is it? I don't think it is.
No, it's because I'm the only one share screen, so there'll be only.
Oh, okay. All right. But I still can. Okay. But here you'll see it'll say fall network schedule, David3000. And what we're going to do 2 weeks before the fall schedule, which is going to be Monday on Labor Day, September 4th, you're going to see a whole new lineup of shows and different time slots moved around. So that way we can get some great new shows in. So that 2 weeks, you'll see an updated show just like this. And if anything else comes up, we will definitely give you updates on it. It's going to happen.
100%.
Finally, on Sunday, I come back on the morning show with the Jason DeCanio show from 6 to 8. Nothing going on from 8 to 12. High Rollers comes on at 12 noon. Tic
Yep.
Tac Toe at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
And then you have Snowman's 4-hour fundraising play-by-play starts at 7 on Sunday nights. And
Yep.
he's committed to that one, so you'll definitely see that one. And those on the West Coast, you will get that on the overnights.
Yep.
And then the Legacy of Queens, or the Legacy of New York, starts with episode 1 of season 1, goes on Sunday nights. There was a total of 22 episodes in that first season, so we will definitely be starting off the first show with Robert Moses. Very great show indeed. And hopefully, that will get some great views as well. And if, like I said, it'll bring those subscribers who have subscribed to David3000, hopefully you'll come on over and subscribe to the Legacy of New York on my channel as well. So you have some responsibilities to do out there, folks. And this is your opportunity to make this channel your channel. Now, I'm going to bring this up, and I know I'm probably going to get zapped for it, but I'm going to do this anyways. We here at David3000 Network, and I know David has done everything to protect the channel from the outside influences. We here at the channel do not tolerate trolls. We do not tolerate harassment, bullies, or anything of that sort. If you think you're going to come into this channel and totally destroy it by overtaking us, or trying to think that your show is going to have dominance over the preference of the way we do this lineup, don't even bother, because we are a duo. We have backup from the community of the game show community, our own shows, and everything. If you want to make a comment, but you want to get it off your chest, I would suggest you have guts. Come on a live show like this, and we'll debate it out. If you think
or message me privately first,
right? Yeah, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to get everybody and have normalcy on this channel. There is not going to be spamming bots. There's not going to be spam comments. There's not going to be any threats to anybody's family or anybody's friends or anybody's channel. Okay. This is why we're asking those who have channels who are being already trolled, and myself is included in that. David's included in that. Eric Lima's got problems. Jody's got problems. That's why we asked you to come on and be part of this network. We want you to have clean, great content without this stress of dealing with these internet trolls. We know who's out there doing this. They're never going to stop. We're not going to feed them. We're not going to deal with them. This is a message to my trolls and to whoever else who's trolling out there. Stop, leave us alone, and get on with your life. We are tired of this. I know David is, and he works very hard. I'm tired of it. I want normalcy. I know David wants normalcy, and sure as heck, everybody who comes on the show wants normalcy. We don't have time for this. So the disclaimer is, you come in here with a positive message, or you make a comment that's directed to the topic of the show, and do not bash the host. Okay. Yeah. You don't like us, don't watch us. That's it. There is one way to make us suffer, and that is through views. Okay. If our views are high, that means we know that our people are watching. Yep. Okay.
And also, I want to put this out there. So if you think, now for you to come into the network, the views are not going to be spectacular right away once you join in. That's not how it works. It takes time and effort, and that's why sometimes the views might not be as good as you may think. It's all about our time, our effort, and that's what it is. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just do your best. And our views may not be very super positive, but we're doing this for fun, entertainment, and also helping each other out to have a platform.
Right, but the end result basically is to get everybody in our channel to have a little bit of protection against those outside influencers who want to continually threaten their shows, and by saying we're going to take you off YouTube. No, this channel, when you basically come on and put your stuff on our channel, you're covered. You're protected because we will make sure that anyone who starts trolling is going to get warnings. And if we have look, I don't want to take anybody to court. I don't want to have to go out there and have to make these kind of videos like Jordy did for a couple times by calling people out like that. But if I have to get on a night like that with David and a few other guys, and we have to go after you, and we have to call you out, and you refuse to not come on and debate your issue because you're a coward and everything else, then we win. We will win. We will always win because as long as you can't defend yourself, if you can't defend yourself, you have no say. That's it.
Mhm. Facts over feelings.
Facts over feelings. I don't look. I don't care if you like me or not. I don't care if you want to destroy me. You haven't. And this is going out to the dude in Michigan who's
And
still out
credit
there. Yeah,
credit to Romy for that quote, by the way.
yeah.
But
You know, this is going out to the guys who literally have blasted my name all over the internet for the last 11 to 12 years, and then they wonder why I don't go after them anymore. And then they're like, "Well, you don't go after me more." I'm like, "Because you're nothing, man. You know, we're nothing to me then, and you're nothing to me now. And why should I fuel your intentional entertainment? It's not worth it." I'm here to promote great channels with great entertainment and have a sense of normalcy doing it. I don't want some narcissistic scumbag coming in here and start rambling about how he's having a bad day and that everything else is everybody else's fault and he's not taking responsibility for his own actions.
yeah.
I'm tired of that.
And also for those who are wondering, what about the 30 minutes with Teresa Kenny? That show is going to be sometimes on repeats for the summer extravaganza. But however, we are still in the works of making a season 5. It's still in the works. We're going to launch it once we get interviews done for that. Because if we don't have the episodes ready and you're still going to launch it, it's not going to work that way. So we are going to put that on hold for a while, but we're going to do repeats of it this summer for the summer extravaganza.
Yeah, I noticed you took
And
it
then
off
after
the schedule. Did you take it off? Because I had put it in
that,
this.
that was, it's on the schedule for summer extravaganza. Summer extravaganza is for those repeats.
Oh, okay. So you're
Yeah.
okay. I got you. I got you. All right. I didn't see it physically because I know I had put it in a specific time slot to try to fill in time
Yeah.
slots. The bottom
It's
line
gonna
is,
be
folks,
part.
is oh, go ahead.
It's gonna be before you say that. It's part of the summer extravaganza. Continue on.
Okay. Yeah, the bottom line is also too we have a lot of open spots during the summertime where other content creators can come in, and if they want to put their stuff in it, we
Message
have
me
a spot.
first.
Yeah, definitely
Message
check
me
David
first.
because he's the it's his channel. You can contact me, and I'll just say, look, it's up to David for the final decision. But 90% of the time, when we get somebody who wants it, it's usually somebody who's committed to that time slot, and
And
David will
90,
usually put you up there.
and 1% of the time, like you should go to me because I'm in charge of the network and I make the
Right.
policy. Because sometimes maybe your content is not for it. I'm just saying because we're not. Yes, this is a variety content, but I may look at a channel and be like, "I'm sorry, but this is not for us." Sometimes, but not all the time. It's just like it's sometimes. So I just want
I
to
mean,
point that out.
we proposed the David 3000 network to some shows out there that have a great following of audiences,
Yes,
and they refused. But I mean, you can't push these guys anymore because once they say no, and you keep harassing them, they're gonna get angry. So we didn't want to make enemies, and we sure as heck don't want to make enemies. If we propose to you that you have a good chance of getting on here with the amount of back shows that you have, and you still don't want to come on, hey, there's nothing that we can do to change your mind. You know, you have your little click on your own channel. Fair enough, and we wish you the best of luck.
and
The open invitation is there for any time. You know.
yeah, and for you being part of the network is good enough. I mean, if you don't want to play your backup episodes as you want to, you can always start a new series on here to help your channel out and get out of your circle. Just want to point that out because if you don't want to back up your episodes, just be part of the schedule. Having your own show on the network is fine by me. So,
Yeah, because let's
um,
say you have to, let's say your computer has to be upgraded and everything, and you have all your
yeah,
shows in a file folder of some sort, like even with your terabyte drive and everything. Because I have a terabyte drive and I have to
yeah,
back up, so I will send it over to David and he'll back it up for me too on the
yeah.
channel. So that way, when I come back to it, I'll have all I have to do is go back in there and just
It's
save
all
it.
about it's all about having the right time as well because sometimes I might not be able to back up all of those episodes every week because I have other priorities to do. So I mean,
That's
yes,
right.
I do have the time, but still that's gonna change because I might get a job sometime in the near future because I'm about to be 20 years old this October. So I mean, that might change. But
Yep.
that's why if you can't bring your backup episodes here, that's fine with me because like I said, I have other priorities to do. And long as you're part of the network schedule, have some sort of show on here, that's completely fine by me. Because like I said, it could change at any particular time. So
Yeah, and
um
if your content is not of what we think might be, you know, but
yeah,
we're not asking you to change your content. If you have a little bit of a more dirtier content,
yeah,
the David 3000 network is not for you because yeah, we have shows that talk about some controversial things, but not to a point where it would raise a ruckus.
yeah,
Uh, so it's like I said, it's up to David to decide whether or not it would be beneficial for that.
yeah,
Because look, somebody could come up and propose a show and say, "Hey, look, I got a great show that okay," and we look at it and it's like, yeah, but you have your followers, your subscribers, and sometimes your subscribers don't want to go ahead and subscribe to us. They want to
yeah,
stay with you, and that's totally fine. It's totally
yeah,
fine. But we would love to have everybody come over and come out of the comfort zone and come over here and migrate amongst the and use the David 3000 work network as the central network to everybody's channels. So that way we know, hey, this guy's got some
yeah.
great content. This one over here's got some fantastic stuff. Maybe not all of his episodes, but he's still a
Mhm.
great content creator. And if you want to make up something new and go with it,
Yeah.
we're always open to that. We're always open to any ideas until we hear you out. And then we'll make a
And
decision based on that.
and also another fair rule I think we should have on here is have a good background of yourself. Like don't be a
Yeah.
shady person. Don't be a difficult person to work for. Just be a good person and just have a good background. Because if I look at you and think this person doesn't have a good background from on the internet, then I'm gonna have to let you go. But because
Yeah.
we want people here we want to be a family here on the network. We want to be a family that wants to help each other grow and in a fair,
But
positive,
you're not under contract
not
with
under contract.
there's no contract. There is no guarantee that you would stay with us. If you want
Yeah,
out by the fall and you just want to use it, I would say a lot of content creators use the summertime for our network to promote your repeats. This would be a
yeah,
good time to do it because then you can get a lot of help our views and then get views from that because David can definitely promote your channel in any which way, shape, or form to help you. The idea is to grow those YouTube channels who want to
yeah,
grow. And for those who don't, then we say, if you can do it on your own, great. If not, we're here to help you, to make it happen because it comes
100%.
with teamwork. And I know a lot of content creators just want to do everything. I'm the same way too. I don't want to change my show,
Mhm.
but yeah, I'm open to suggestions. I've changed a little bit of the formats of retro toys and games and the Queen's New Yorker and all these other shows that I've done, but I haven't changed them uh, to the point where it's coming up to where you see a whole new thing. But you might
Yeah,
hear different music. You might hear a different outro, a different intro. You might have some applause to it. I mean, these are things just to make the show a lot better. And
100%.
100%, and that's what we're trying to do. And there is no right or wrong. Of course, we are all subject to the same rules as YouTube. We have to follow that to make sure we don't break copyright laws or impersonation laws. We do not want that. But
Yep.
and if you steal from us and we find out that you have us on your channel without consent, you're going to get
Yeah.
it. I don't care at this point. It's going to court. And I don't care if we had to drag your hockey hiney down to Florida or Pennsylvania or Massachusetts to do this. Because David will come down here or I'll go up to Massachusetts. Wherever the closest state to where you think you are, if you do this without our consent, you're in major trouble, buddy. And I'm telling you right now, don't think for 1 second you're not going to get out of this.
Yeah. Finally, let's talk the game show taping schedule for Super Password, Blockbusters, and Choco Swallow for the summer and fall for the David3000 Fun Games.
Okay, well, the summertime, basically, the summer's recording schedule starts June 5th, which is a Monday. For Super Password, I don't know if Brandon's going to do a super season 3. I think he wants to hold off until fall
or winter, depending.
Or winter, depending.
Because it is a summer
Because right now he is actually doing 2 more episodes of season 2, which he's recorded.
Episode 14.
Yep, he just finished episode 14. Episode 15 will wrap up next week, and then he has to do a 7-week Tournament of Champions.
Yeah.
So that's going to run him basically recording through the summertime, and by the time these shows launch, they'll launch into the fall. So season 2 of Super Password with the Tournament of Champions will run past September. It'll run at least through the middle of November or the end of November, right after Thanksgiving. So with that 7 weeks on top of what he's already doing, those shows we will not see a season 3 until at least December. Yes. But that's okay, because you're going to get all of that back. You're going to get all those recordings of those fresh Tournament of Champions. So don't worry about it. Super Password will still be on the schedule come this summertime. It'll be there at 12 noon on Wednesday.
Yep, every Wednesday at 12 p.m. here on the network, starting next week.
Yep,
June 7th. And the reason why we originally I was going to do it June 21st, but tell us why we had to change it.
Because right now, even though he's recording, we need to get the season 2 up already to start. Because with the 15 weeks that he's got, that puts it into September. So he's going for 22 weeks. He's producing 22 episodes once a week. If he starts on June 5th, we start uploading those episodes on Wednesday, but he still records on Monday, June 5th, that's fine. It doesn't interfere with the schedule. Recording and putting up live are 2 different things. We're not going to give you our recording schedule. We'll tell you about it. So that way, if you want to be a contestant on the show, we'll DM you about that. But we're not going to put that recording schedule up for everybody to see. That's really none of everybody's business. But we'll tell you when recordings are going to be during the summertime, so that if you want to be a contestant on any of the game shows, which is good for you, because that also helps promote your channel as well. You're promoting yourself and having a good time at the same time. But we do ask you, if you're going to be on the game shows, please be at your best behavior and don't go out there trying to be a big shot. Okay, this is all for fun. You can't win anything. It's all virtual.
And no cheating as well.
If you are caught cheating in some way, shape, or form, we're going to just ban you. We're not even going to suspend you. We'll ban you. But we hope that the lesson to be learned here is don't try to come into the game show as a contestant trying to think you know everything. Okay? Yeah. We'll make the game show as easy or as hard as we possibly can, but we're not trying to kind of like get it to where you don't know the question.
And tell us about the Joker's Wild and why you want to do that same for.
The Joker's
Uh,
Wild season one will start recording on June 5th
mm-hmm.
at the time when Blockbuster season two will take place, that 8 and 9 o'clock slot like we normally have.
Yep.
The reason I want to do this is because if I do 13 weeks from June 5th to August 28th, then
Yep.
all of those shows can be on the fall schedule starting September 4th, which was the original date of the first Joker's Wild on CBS with Gambit and Price is Right. So the dates that these shows used to be on for their premieres are actually falling in the calendar dates some 40, 50 years later. And this is
Yeah.
why when we did Card Sharks on April 24th, we waited till that time so that way we could honor the 45th anniversary of the show. And here we are 6 weeks later, and it's doing fantastic.
Yep. And that's why Snowman will be hosting The Price is Right as well, because that's
Yeah,
also a show on
Snowman's Price
Monday.
is Right. That's going to be very interesting. He wanted to do it, and but he had to ask David to go through it because it was David's show.
Yeah. So
But
I do want.
David's willing to give it up if he wants, and he'll do it. But he'll record it. I don't know when he'll
Yeah.
record it. When he feels like it, he'll give us a date on it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Blockbusters, like I said, Blockbusters season 2 will start on June 5th, but it'll still be on its Tuesday time slot at 10:30.
Yep.
So when we record it on Monday, you'll see whatever was in rotation from season 1 because we still got
Yeah.
I did
You still got
13
more though.
episodes. Yeah.
And tell us why you want to start taping another season of Blockbusters.
Well, because it's a fun show, and I have nothing really to do this summertime except I want to keep working with the David3000 network, and I have nothing with Snowman, and at night we really don't have much anything to do on Monday nights, so I'm going to be there, with the gang on Discord, getting all of the stuff ready to go. So to tape a season 2 of Blockbusters because it's going so well, you guys have really shown an interest in the game. Everybody loves it, and they've given me great feedback from it. So I will, if the numbers were not there, if the views were not there, I would have probably waited I would have waited to fall to do it. But to record it and then just attach it on to when we finish up season 1, you'll see season 2 sometime in the middle of August or September getting launched. You'll see season 2 launched in September. But we'll record 13 episodes. That'll take us to August 28th. You'll see that first show of season 2 on September 5th. That's a Tuesday, right after Labor Day.
Yep, and also for September 4th, I'll be doing a season 2 of Gambit as well because that happens to fall on the same day of the week. So that's why I've decided why not do a season 2 that September. So
if you want to be a contestant on Gambit, then just talk to David and we'll get you in on the summer recordings.
I have 3 episodes to film for season 1, so I'll get that done this week.
Yep.
And also Jason suggested me to this summer film, get ready to film stuff for the fall, since he has the availability time to this to hang out on Discord this summer. So that is my duty for this summer. But like I said, anything can happen in life for a change in life. So also I'm still gonna watch baseball as well. So I won't. I will do my best to get some stuff for the fall this summer, but it won't be all the time. Plus, I still have vacation to different kind of
we will be taking and if you have vacation time, take it. If you need a rest, take it, because this is grueling work here. We're, guys, we've been doing this. I've been doing this for 13 and a half years, going on 14 starting September. And I can tell you, like I said, I'm not taking in any money for this. I still have to go out there and go at a job. I'm working 7 to 3, 5 days a week almost. And now I'm going to have to go out to a different city. I'm going to have to go out to the Deltona area twice a week to see if I can make even some more money. But like I said, Monday and Tuesdays is going to be my days for getting recordings done, getting those 2 shows in for the for
Morning.
morning program and being on Snowman Show. So I'm gonna have to have a cup of coffee here or get a Starbucks. So here's my plan. This is what I'm gonna do starting next week. Gonna hit the gym at 3 o'clock in the morning, Mondays, and then get ready for the get a shower, get ready for the for the live show, and
Yep.
then sit in with Brian and Cole, or if Cole is not there, then it's just me and Brian. Just sit in on his show
Or
for
me. I won't be helping out him for his morning program until 2/19 because when my summer week starts.
right.
So for the next few weeks, we'll see me there. But I'm gonna let him know that I'll be available that summer break.
Yep.
But continue on of your plan.
And then of course I'll be on his afternoon show Mondays and Tuesdays as well,
Yep.
from starting the same time. So once his show ends up in the morning, I got a little bit of a lunch break. But then like I said, um, you know, and I've told it, and I've said this to everybody, and I'm going to say this, going forward. If you have high expectations of your show on your channel, great. We want you to realize that if you're not getting the views on this David3000 network, do not worry. Like David said before, it's going to be take the time to get everybody to start watching the programs.
Yes.
So, this is why we want you to put the older content on to build up your audience here on the David3000 network.
Mm-hmm.
You have a good program, and I know everybody out there is working their butts off with their content. I totally agree with it. But I say this before. You put your old stuff up in repeats, get it on a network like this, and then you launch your new stuff come the fall and the winter time.
Yep.
That way you have 3 months to take a break, come over here to the network and work with us. To be like a summer internship or volunteer program. Because at that time, then you're not really bogged down with, I've got to go and record my other stuff and get that ready to go. And you see, but unless you've got a live show, and I don't, like I said, I don't do many live shows because look, my face, you're going to see me at 6 o'clock in the morning, folks, looking like this. I'm going to look like I'm half asleep. I'm going to need all the coffee I can get. but anyways,
I'm gonna need to get back on my sleep schedule as well. Hopefully,
I'm gonna have to pretty much like total domination on myself. That's why I'm only committing 2 days a week to that live program on Monday and Tuesday because, then later on I can get naps in before I have to go on Brian Snow's show from 2 to 3, and then take another nap before we have to do all of that recording Monday night.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got everything covered here.
We got almost everything covered. Like I said before, there's a lot of empty spots, which means that the schedule the schedule will be posted by David in several different places where you can access it. But remember, this is a permanent schedule that can be tweaked. Okay.
Yes.
It can be. We're going to add stuff in. We're not going to take stuff out and replace it. What you see here right now what you saw was the permanent schedule that we will launch, with a few exceptions where if you want to come in and do a show we suggest you do 13 weeks. If you start next week, you'll run your 13 weeks into August 28th. That'll give you all of summer to launch your 13 shows. Then when the fall comes, you can launch your next season. So if you have a show where you just, you have your programs numbered, take your first 13 shows and put them on the David3000 network. Take your next 13 from 13 to 20, your 14 to 26, put those shows on. If you have 250 shows of back episodes, my friend, that means you can continue to make new content on your channel, but you would not be able to put that new content on the David3000 network until you actually finished all 250 episodes.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
why. That's why. Let's take the example with 30JK, if I can, if I got time to
Yeah.
explain. 30JK, when JK used to do it back in the day on Blog Talk Radio, he had a grand total of 44. Let me see. He had more than 44 episodes, but you were only able to salvage 44 episodes, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Of the 44 episodes, he would have to go on for 10 weeks, 4 days a week, to get those 44 episodes caught up before he could launch the next season, which would be season 5. You know,
Yep.
he done 4 years of the 30JK show, and they were great. I was on his program for 15 of those total shows. Um, God willing, they were controversial shows, but still, JK had me on, and I had just talked about what was on my mind and what was going on at that particular time.
Yep.
So from those 44 shows, we would have to put him in a time slot, and that's what we did before. But then David decided to put him in the extravaganza.
Hmm.
Right? You did that, so
Yep.
that way it would get coverage at another time, so you can see that. But like I said, 44 shows, and he's going to make new ones starting. When is he going to start? Do you know?
I don't know. No.
Well, he's also, like I said, he's also going to be doing the Delightful Dallas site program.
Yep.
So he's going to have his hands full because he also works his job at Raising Kings. So,
Yep. And it's kind of funny we're wearing the same color shirt today. So
oh, it's just one of my old undershirts. I just want to be comfortable.
yep. But that's going to be it.
I don't try to go on here and look like $1 million.
Yeah. But that's going to be it for this announcement video here. I want to thank everybody for watching, and the schedule will start next week. So stay tuned for that, and maybe there might be some promos from time to time. So thank you all for watching, and have a great night.
Have a good night.
Don't forget to subscribe to the David3000 Network for great more content like this one.